It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's J.C. Horn, who has picked up 35 tackles so far this season. It's the Panthers and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading them out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their 2nd-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Young. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
2nd down and 3. They run here with Rico Dowdle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Panthers at 14-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Here's Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Young will set to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now third down and very long.
It's now third down and long.
Mayfield now. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And it's fielded at the 34. A beautiful fake. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Now, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Young now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a catch right side by Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
17-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Young. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Hubbard again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Hubbard.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Mayfield.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Baker going to give it to Irving. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. In motion left, Godwin.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left.
And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Young to throw it.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
To throw, Young. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Looking to throw, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. This is caught by McMillan.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second down and 6 now.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Just a 4-play drive that time. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Final play of the half, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get things started in our nation's capital, Atlanta, in town to take on Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. The rookie, Jaden Daniels, slinging it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes thus far. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. The play fake. Now Young. That's to the rookie. It's Jatavian Sanders. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
It's Young off play action. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Evans comes in motion right. Mayfield.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin,
43 yards.
and the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
Powers through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They run here with Dowdle. And he's got it down to the 28.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
A give to the fullback on the dive. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Young. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone one.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Buccaneers.
They'll run the draw with Irving.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
He'll find McMillan here.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Young will set to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. They'll throw again. Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Here is Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Young now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now. This is caught by Evans.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
To throw, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And they'll go on the ground.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
And Young's going to throw it here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up,
you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina,
they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season.
so that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.